We're going to talk about octaves and break it all down for you in little bite-sized pieces, but please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and please feel free to comment. I'm sure you have many thoughts about octaves and whatever you want to talk about. Octaves are a really good way to, among other things, get to know the neck in a kind of an instant neck knowledge kind of way to supercharge your awareness of where notes are on the neck. But this is also a whole style of playing that you will absolutely hear people like Jimi Hendrix and Prince do, and it comes up very often in jazz circles. Certainly people like George Benson and Wes Montgomery made an entire career out of playing octaves. But let's look at what I'm talking about with this whole octaves business. Let's zoom in on my hands, right? We're going to just start with the octave relationship between the 6th string and the 4th string. Wherever you find a note on the 6th string, this is a G, you will find the same note 1 octave higher on the 4th string, 2 frets up. Right, so that's a G, but I can move this around and that relationship will never change, right? As long as I'm 2 strings down and 2 frets up, I will always find the same note. So this is a C, and guess what note this is? It's a C. But now, let's talk about octave technique. I'm muting here, right? I'm holding down the 6th string, but my index finger has 2 jobs. One is to mute the 5th string, the other is to hold down the 6th string. And my ring finger has 2 jobs. It's holding down the 4th string, but it's also muting the 3rd string. And, truth be told, my index finger is also muting down here the 1st and 2nd strings, which allows me to just fully strum like that. So it's a very cool sound. It kind of turns your guitar instantly into a 12-string guitar. However, that's the 6th and 4th strings. But then you can do the same relationship with the 5th and 3rd strings. Now again, my index finger has at least 2 jobs. One is to hold down the 5th string. The other is to let the tip of my finger mute the 6th string. And then my ring finger has 2 jobs as well. Hold down the 3rd string, but also mute the 2nd string. And then back here, like I said before, my index finger, can you see that okay? Is muting the 1st string. So I can strum around like that. But then on the 4th string, this is an F by the way. Actually, let's go up here to G, where we started. I'm going to hold down the 2nd string 3 frets higher with my pinky on the 8th fret. And again, this relationship holds true anywhere on the neck. And then the last one to do is the 3rd string. This is a C right here on the 3rd string of the 7th fret. Sorry, 3rd string 5th fret. But then the 1st string up on the 8th fret. And it just kind of supercharges your knowledge of the neck. Oops, I almost had that. That's a riff from an old Gamble and Huff production called Don't Let the Green Grass Fool You by Wilson Pickett. Maybe I'll put a link right up there to a great example of octaves. Right up here. You see me point up into the corner? I'm going to put it right there. Okay. So those are octaves. Try them out. They're a good way to get to know the neck, but they're also just a good thing to have in your bag of tricks as a guitar player. And I'll say one last caveat about octaves, which is that they can become sort of hackneyed after a while, but have that problem, and then you can decide how often you want to use them, because you want to kind of make it, to me, octaves are sort of a special occasion kind of riff. You want to kind of save them for like, a climactic moment maybe. Actually, a great example of octaves from Prince would be the infamous While My Guitar Gently Weeps solo. You can see him rock some pretty serious octaves towards the end of that solo. And that's a good example of what I'm talking about. He kind of saves it for something climactic at the end.